Hello, everyone, and hopefully have a good one wherever you are out there. And today we're going to be talking about not such a good story. It's kind of like unfortunate. It's for GM. They basically have an autonomous vehicle that is currently under investigation by the NHTSA. Before I go any further, I'm getting this information from Car and Driver, an article written by Caleb Miller. As always, I have a link to everything I show you in the description below. So without any further ado, let's just kind of read the headlines real quick before I discuss it. The headline is the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. That's the state in the United States. If you don't know about it, it's the governing body here we have in the United States. Anyway, it has opened an investigation into 242 Chevy Bolt based robotaxis operated by General Motors subsidiary Cruise in San Francisco. The investigation follows 3 crashes where the Cruise vehicle braked abruptly as a car approached quickly behind, causing the approaching vehicle to rear end the Cruise cars. Cruise said it will fully cooperate with NHTSA. The company is looking to expand operation in 2023 and is as it readies its pod-like Origin autonomous vehicle. So what's going on? GM has this vehicle, the Cruiser thing you're looking at right here. It has all these LiDARs and short-range radar, long-range radar. It has, a bunch of technology fitted in it to be able to detect its environment and navigate through it safely. Unfortunately, for some odd reason, that's what the NHTSA is investigating. The vehicle braked really hard, causing the car behind it to rear-end it, basically. Now, this occurred in, they're talking about 2 incidents. So, I'm not sure, but that's 242 Chevy Bolt robotics out there driving around. That's 3 crashes. So, total of 3 crashes. That's what investigation has opened. And GM is telling you that, no, we have like about 700 miles of robotic miles, autonomous driving miles with no incident. So, again, why am I making this? I'm making this because I want to make this. And you see this thing right here that looks kind of like a Volkswagen bus? That thing is what is the Origin. They want to have this vehicle operating in the streets of San Francisco, taking passengers, whatever about, and they're getting the data to operate this from this vehicle. That's why they're honing down their software and their equipment. So the investigations, it doesn't mean that just because you open an investigation, it doesn't mean that it's the project is dead. It's just saying that looking into it. Look, the licenses is something the article talks about. Getting the license to operate this kind of business is this kind of lenient here in California. I think other states are starting to get into it. They kind of give you a license. Like, go ahead, you can operate autonomous vehicle as long as you have some safety measures. And so I don't know. Honestly, they're saying there were 2 injuries were reported in 3 collisions. So to quote NHTSA, it says it's received 3 reports of Cruise vehicle initiating a hard braking maneuver in response to another road user that was quickly approaching from the rear. Initiating a hard braking maneuver in response to another road user that was quickly approaching from the rear. It brake checked them. That's funny. I had to read that twice. I'm like, wait, what did it do? It's like, I see a car coming approaching from the rear. I'm like, that's something I want to do when people like trying to tailgate. You're like, stop on the brakes. And that's what this car did. It. Oh, God. I think the programmer who wrote that code is like, yeah, you want to tailgate me? Well, fine. Enter. Vehicle slams on the brake, and I think that's what happened. Each time the result was the car behind hitting the rear of the Cruise vehicles. 2 injuries were reported in the 3 collisions. And nice. Okay, taking joking aside, there was some injuries. Hopefully they're doing good, but oh yeah, well, I obviously they got to work on that program. Obviously you can't do so, but there's no such thing where you're gonna write a brand new program and have you're venturing off on this new technology without having some issues popping up. So again, I'm gonna read you what it says. 700 something mile. I remember that number somewhere. Yeah, but that's saying that we don't have any issues. There you go. It says Cruise responded by pointing out that after nearly 700,000 fully autonomous miles in an extremely complex urban environment, there have been 0 life-threatening injuries or fatalities. But it said it will fully cooperate with NHTSA or any regulator, as reported by Reuters. The company also noted that the police did not issue tickets for any its vehicles in 3 crashes. Because when you hit someone from the rear, it's not your fault. I'm not agreeing with that, but usually this comes up to like that. But I don't know exactly what the police report is. They haven't mentioned about the police report. So anyway, it's kind of interesting because again they talk about here's the permits. This is the part I want you kind of interesting here. Despite investigation, Cruise is charging ahead with its ambitious goals, planning to expand into a new market and introduce thousands of autonomous vehicle in 2023. Yay, we can have so many cars on the road, nobody in them. The company announced last Thursday that it had received the first of its 2 permits needed from California that will allow it to charge riders for trips across of San Francisco in its self-driving cars. The company also petitioned NHTSA in February of 2022 for permission to use autonomous vehicle that do not have steering wheels, mirrors, or other physical controls as it developed the pod-like origin, first revealed in 2020. Um, Again, why San Francisco? Because this everything you're looking at, everything using all the interface, all things San Francisco, right? Like that bay, Google, whatnot, da 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 da. All these things are based out there, so it's very. I, I don't know. I mean, I will leave it for the comments below for you guys to go on that and figure out where that comes from. But California has a very easy. I won't say easy, but they're accepting. They're trying to be a pioneer. I don't know, lobbying. You fill in the blank right here, but this state has a lot of. Okay, this state, California, where I'm at, they have a lot of uh, licenses you could file for driving cars autonomously. So whether it's to advance technology, again, I'm happy for technology to move forward. Is good because if we don't do it, someone else is gonna get it done. That's basically what it is. It's I personally think cars, autonomous vehicles are how should I put it? It's a solution to a problem. I don't see a problem, but someone might benefit from an autonomous vehicle. That's a whole different subject. If you can't drive or whatever reason might be, you have an option now. But um, I don't see problems with buses. I mean, paying someone to drive a car, having buses, but the infrastructure doesn't. It's not that good here, and that's a whole different subject. But sticking to what's going on right here, I wish the best for GM. I mean, 3 accidents is, I mean, I don't know what is that level of good, bad. How many? I mean, you don't want any, right? You don't want anyone to get injured. Um, but this is I mean, this is a brand new realm. I mean, as far as like autonomous driving. So, you know, when he first learned how to fly, right? The first after Wright brothers, how many planes crashed? So I mean, as it's any with any technology, it's gonna go through its phases. But I think GM feels very. Just reading this, I think GM feels very confident because they're not withdrawing the program. They're just simply saying, "Oh, yep, we have 700,000 miles of autonomous vehicle that didn't have any issues." And they're gearing up for this thing, the origin right here. This is going to be something people are going to be using. No mirrors, no steering wheel, no nothing. This car is just gonna drive itself autonomously, go to the road, and yeah, I mean, to me, the only thing that scares me is not this, is the people around it. You know what I mean? It's not to me, but that's something they're working on, and we'll see how the car reacts to a high-speed pursuit. How's it gonna react to someone who doesn't know how to drive or someone making mistakes in front of it. So it'll be very interesting to see how it behaves. Again, I don't have issues with the technology. I just simply think that it's the people around it that might be a problem. But obviously the car, brake checking someone approaching it from the rear at high speed is kind of made me laugh a little bit, but still, like, that's not supposed to happen. So we'll see what happens. It's exciting. It's happening here in California, and we'll see. Maybe there'll be the solution to transportation issues a lot of people might have, right? And maybe just take this car and just get you where you want to go. We'll see what happens. But anyway, best of luck for GM, and hopefully this project continue to expand, and people got injured. I don't know what's gonna happen to them. Maybe a lawsuit. Who knows what the deal is gonna be? But hopefully everybody will be okay and everything go back to normal. Because I'm very curious to see that car on the road. It'll be very interesting to see. So, anyways, let me know what do you think in the comments below. And as always, be safe out there, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.